So Nintendo dropped a Nintendo Direct for us and announced that the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character will be from the ARMS franchise, and personally I couldn't be more excited about this. I love it! I like ARMS, I think it's a really good IP, so today I'm not even going to waste your time, guys. I'm just going to jump right into this and discuss every single character from ARMS and the probability of what I think their chances are of getting into Smash Bros. Let's do this. And the ARMS character are as followed. We have Springman, and then Ribbon Girl. Then we have Ninjara, Master Mummy, Min Min, Mechanica, Twintelle, Byte Barq, Kid Cobra, Helix, Max Brass, Lola Pop, Miss Songo, Springtron, and Dr. Coyle. These are all the characters and all the possibilities. So now let's discuss each and every one of them and, just discuss what their probabilities are of being the next character into Smash Bros. And I will give you my prediction at the end as well as to which character I think will be in the game. And to start things off, we are going to actually discuss Ribbon Girl and Springman at the same time because after all, they are clearly, at least I think in a lot of people's eyes, the heavy favorites to get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, I am going to give each one of these characters, both of them that is, a medium. And this is how I'm doing it. I go from low probability, medium probability, and high probability. And I think these guys are only medium. And the reason why I think that is because they're already represented in Smash Bros. If I'm not mistaken. Now, I think they are both trophies. When I play Smash Bros. Ultimate, side note, I always have trophies disabled because I don't really care for them. But I'm pretty certain, Springman and Ribbon Girl are trophies. Now, they do have good stages for the Smash Bros. Ultimate type of vibe and feel. They're very standard, very basic, but that kind of works. All the same, though, I feel like Nintendo is going to kind of give us a little bit of a left field vibe. I don't feel like they're going to just use the standard predictable characters to be in this, to be the next characters in Smash Bros. I just don't feel it happening. But maybe I'm crazy, so I'm only going to give both of these characters a medium chance. Now, next up on this list is, of course, the ninja himself, Ninjara. I like him. I do. I think he's a very popular ARMS character. A lot of people seem to like him a lot. I'm going to go ahead now and give Ninjara a high probability just because he has a great set of arms that are very unique. They're fun to use. He's quick on his feet. He's very likable. I will say the one negative that is going for him is his actual stage in the ARMS universe itself. It's just stairs, man. It's just a bunch of stairs. That's not exciting at all. But having said that, I think Ninjara would work really well in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think he's a great option, actually. Not necessarily my preferred choice, but I think when I think about the characters from ARMS, he makes a lot of sense. He's got really cool movesets, he's got style, he's got flair. So yeah, he's getting a high probability. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up as the next Smash Bros. Character. Moving right along to Master Mummy, the Mummy Man himself. Low probability. And look, it's not even because I dislike the guy. He makes a lot of sense in some aspects. He has a unique move, which is being able to block and kind of heal at the same time. He's a heavy set character. There's not necessarily a lot of them in Smash Bros. But I gotta be real with you guys. He's boring. He's really boring. Like I said, I don't mind him in ARMS when I play as him. I'm not very good as him. I suck as Master Mummy in ARMS. But he's boring. He's almost like a white bread, generic big guy character. And I just feel like we have Bowser for that. We have a Donkey Kong. We have a King Dedede. I mean, I just don't feel like he brings much to the table other than being a mummy. So I'm giving him a low probability, and if you're a big fan of him, I'm sorry. But I just don't see him being the next one in Smash Bros. I mean, like I said, this is all just speculation. I could be wrong, but I just don't feel it for the Mummy Man himself. Sorry, guys. But on the flip side of that, we have Min Min, and I love me some Min Min. Okay, high probability. And yes, I am, I guess, a little bit biased on this one, but she's a great character. She has awesome kicks. She's got style. She's got pizzazz. One of her arms is a freaking dragon that breathes laser fire at people. I mean, she's got a really cool batch of arms that are just so stylized, and she's just perfect for Smash Bros. I love her arena, although I will say this much, her arena is a bowl. You can't really replicate that very well in the Smash Bros. Universe. But at the same time, I mean, look at her. She's just got it going on. I love her special. I love the way she moves, the way she performs. She's a great fighter in this game. It makes a lot of sense in my head, so I'm going to go ahead and give Min Min a high probability of getting into Smash Bros. Ultimate. Which leads me to Mechanica, and initially I was going to go low, just because, once again, kind of more a heavy-set person, but Mechanica's really unique. The whole machine vibe that I'm getting, you know, I was thinking about that, and in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's not a lot of robots. I mean, you got Rob, but this one's, you know, obviously she's not a robot, but she's got the whole mechanical robot body thing that's working for me when I was thinking about this. So I'm going to go ahead and give Mechanica a medium probability. Out of all the ARMS characters, I mean, it's still more towards the unlikely side, but if they threw in this curveball, I don't know if I would necessarily be upset. And then she's got that hammer arm that it just fits so well for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, doesn't it? So Mechanica gets a medium from me, actually. Now, this next character I do think is kind of an obvious choice, but is also my personal favorite character in ARMS. It is Twintelle, and I am easily going to give her a high probability. Everybody likes her. I don't know anybody who can hate her. Maybe you don't like the way she plays. I don't think she's the best fighter in this game by any means, but she is the definition of exciting. She doesn't punch with arms. She punches people with her hair. When you talk about unique weapons in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, hair is where it is at. Twintelle's got flair, she's got style, and she smacks people around, and she is thick with 2 C's. I think Twintelle will be in Super Smash Bros. She is my obvious pick. I love her. I love her to death. She's so much fun. She's awesome. Next in line is Byte Barq, and I'm going to just gonna level with you guys. It's a low probability, all right? When it comes to the duo fighters like Ice Climbers, nobody really likes them too much. I don't mind them personally, but it's a problem. And that doesn't resonate that well with a lot of people. And we already have a very stiff robot in Rob. So I just don't see this happening personally, so I'm giving them a low probability. It's not because I hate these guys, they're actually one of my favorites too in this game. I like them a lot, but I just don't feel like they're the most exciting of characters, so I'm going to give them a low probability. After Byte Barq, we have Kid Cobra, and I love his stage. His stage is what carries me. I think the whole spinning wheel thing could be really fun in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm going to go ahead and give Kid Cobra a medium chance of being in the next Super Smash Bros. And I give it a medium just because Kid Cobra reminds me of some other fighters like Min Min and Ninjara. And personally, I think those two are just more likely because I kind of like their movesets a little bit better in this game. I feel like they're just more unique. Now, Kid Cobra's design is really cool as well. I really do enjoy that. And like I said, I like his stage. But I just feel like there's other characters that are more popular than him. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's the most popular and I just don't understand. So, but for now, I'm giving him a medium probability, all the same. Following Kid Cobra is the rubbery dude himself, Helix. And oh my gosh, I love his character design and the fact that he wobbles. It seems so perfect for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I'm going to give him actually only a medium probability. And the reason being is his arms, his attachments themselves, the weapons he uses, they're boring. He's got a little bouncy ball, he's got the little thing that guards people. It could be very utilized in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they're not exciting like some of the other characters' attachments. His are kind of basic. But like I said, his character design is really, really cool though, so I wouldn't hate to see him at all. But it's a medium probability. Next in line is Max Brass, and no. If there's any character that I would bet on not being in the next Super Smash Bros. Game, it's this guy. He basically comes off as the wrestler/boxer type. And we already have them. We have a little Mac. We have an Incineroar. I just don't feel like he offers anything unique to the table. His stadium is just it's generic, man. I mean, there's just nothing that's really exciting about Max Brass. I'm sorry. It's gotta be a low probability. And I mean, he does have the hammer as well, but it's just not enough. It's not enough for me to think that this guy's gonna be the next Smash Bros. Character. Then we have the one and only sweet person herself, Lola Pop, and there's nothing sweet about her. She's got some interesting fighting styles, but once again, it's going to be low. Having said that, I want you to look at her throw that I am just spamming in this fight, because her throw is the best in the whole ARMS franchise. So while it's a low probability, because I honestly, when I play this game online, nobody uses Lola Pop. I've never even fought once a Lola Pop. I don't think she's popular enough to be the character. I just really like her throw, though. Her arms are a little bit simplistic. Her attachments aren't the most exciting. But I like her character design, and like I said, her throw is so cool looking. So it's a low probability, but hey, you never know. Following Lola, we have Miss Songo, and I hate to break it to you, but this is going to be another low probability as well. It's like, once again, it's not even that I necessarily think this is a bad character. It's just, when anybody names ARMS characters, I don't hear anybody naming Miss Songo as one of their favorites or one of their top ones. He's kind of just another standard character. He's got some cool attachment designs, though. I will give him that. He's got the snake ones that I really like, but I just don't see him being as the next Smash Bros. Character. Gotta keep it real. I feel like there's just, once again, a lot more interesting characters like Helix or Twintelle or Min Min. I mean, all these characters just have a little bit more flair than him, so sorry, it's a low probability. And speaking of low probabilities, I have to just say right now that Springtron, no, he is very low as well. He actually might be lower than Max Breast because he's just basically a clone of Springman. Now, they do have their differences, don't get me wrong. I'm fully aware of that. But they could make him as a clone fighter if they really wanted to. I just don't think he's going to be the next announced character because, let's face it, most people would rather just have Springman than his clone counterpart. And then last but not least is Dr. Coyle, the villain herself in ARMS, and because she's a villain, I'm going to go ahead and give her a medium probability. I like her movesets, her attachments, and the fact that she's a villain is really nice. We could always use more villains in Super Smash Bros., and just for the sheer fact that she is the bad guy in this game, that's a plus in my book. Now, I don't think she's the most exciting of characters. I don't think she's that popular either, but she, like I said, she has some really cool and unique features about her, like when she gets knocked down, how she turns invisible for a little bit. That could be really unique and utilized well in Super Smash Bros. So I'm giving her a medium, and if she ends up in the game, I'm not going to be too surprised. And now that I have discussed what I consider to be the probabilities of each character, it is time to predict which character I think is going to be the new fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I do think Twintelle is my prediction as an individual fighter if they pick just one. And I say that because here is my real prediction now. Are you ready for this? I predict that there are going to be more than one ARMS fighter in Super Smash Bros. I think there will be more than one, and here is my reasoning and logic. Now, they already said a long time ago, back when they announced the Season 2 pass, that we already know who all of the fighters are for the next season, for Season 2. And they announced then, in this last Nintendo Direct that just came out a day or two ago, that there would be an ARMS fighter. Now, it just seems weird to me that they wouldn't have a trailer for a character and that it would be announced in June. I think it's also going to be stealth released the same day they announced the fighter, by the way. But it just came across as weird. Because if you already know who the character is, you could have just easily thrown in and created a 1-minute trailer announcing that character. Unless they wanted it to be a big surprise and include more than one. So I think we are not going to be treated to one fighter in Super Smash Bros. From ARMS. I think we're going to be treated to at least 2, if not more. Which means we can get Ribbon Girl and Springman, or we can get Twintelle and Helix. Who's to say, but I am going out on a limb and saying there will be more than one ARMS fighter in Super Smash Bros. This June. And that, my friends, is my predictions for this. And let me know what you think. What character do you think it will be going into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? What character do you want to see from the ARMS franchise get in? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think there's any chance that there will be more than one? I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this subject. And I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I am Bradley Overrated. Out like a trout. And I'll see you next time.